beautiful, magnificent thing. And they had this huge line, like bigger than, as big as the arm of a strong man, stretching out about 400 feet to this boat. They'd managed to get a line to the boat, but the conditions were so terrible that they were unable to pull the boat alongside and pluck the people off. On that boat there were 2 children, a wife and her husband, and he had broken his arm. The mast of the sailboat had been knocked off, and tragically, the grandmother, who had come down with him, they'd come down from the northeast, had been lost over the side. And this was well after dark. I'm going to guess it was close to midnight. And we got the call, we scrambled. 4 of us got into the H-3 helicopter. It's a big, beautiful, wonderful machine, twin engine, single rotor, Sikorsky helicopter, designed and built, purpose built for this kind of activity. So we scrambled and flew directly across Florida into the teeth of this wind. And we found, very quickly, we found the vessel, this huge 411-foot white Coast Guard cutter. It had to be, I don't know how many feet up off the water the top of the conning tower was, but it was rolling like this. I was amazed. I thought it was we could see it. It was rolling like this in those seas, the incredible seas, at least 20 to 30 feet. Deadly. It was a deadly situation. They could not pull that sailboat alongside, or everyone would have been crushed. And I remember when we arrived on scene, I was driving the helicopter, an exquisite pilot, by the way, in case you had any question about that. He really was good. And I remember when we, I flew the navigation electronic communication seat. Bill was the aircraft commander and pilot. Co-pilot was a man by the name of Pete Hoffman, and the air crewman who was the hoist operator and the man who directed the rescue. In a very practical way, it was a man by the name of Jim Lovelace, excellent man. So anyway, we arrive on scene, and there's this huge spotlight at the top of the cutter, and it shone its light directly on us to get our attention, so we could fly towards it. And then this great spotlight swooped down on the water, and I couldn't believe what I saw. The waves were incredible, 30 or 40 feet, 20 or 30 feet breaking, unbelievable. But if we had waves like that, they would have smashed through these windows long ago. So those are the conditions. And so we fly over this, and we look down. There's a mast is broken off the sailboat. There's this man sitting in the cockpit, 2 children, and a woman, and they're bailing for their lives. It's an incredible situation. So we try to hover over them. And the wind, I don't know what the wind speeds were, but they had to be gusting to 30 or 35 knots. And so the helicopter's going all over the place. And at the same time it's going all over the place, the seas are doing this. Now, had a bit of water touched the tail rotor of the helicopter, it would have gone down. The water is way more dense than air, and it would have been really tragic. However, we managed. I actually got a medal for this, and what they said is basically Petty Officer Hansen stayed out of the way. But I did. That's true. So between Bill and Jim Lovelace, they were able to maneuver over and over that vessel, and eventually they plucked the children off then they plucked the husband off. And there's the wife left all alone on that boat. She'd saved her family. The woman.
As it should be.
You know, the children and her husband. His arms broken. And the seas were so bad at that time that we finally got the basket down. And there's a long trailing piece of rope that comes off the basket. She managed to get a hold of that and put it around one of the winches on the boat and started winching it in. I just saw her. I looked down. I saw her just winching that basket in. I'll never forget it. She eventually got the basket in, got in, and we picked her up, and we left. And we didn't die. And the children were safe. She was safe. The husband was safe. And I've never seen flying of a helicopter like that in my life. I've never seen anyone man the winch and give continuous direction to the pilot. Move left, move right. It was a remarkable experience. So ever since then, I'm a little extra glad to be alive, and I'm extremely happy to know Bill and to consider him my dearest friend. So this is the man you've come here to honor on his 70th birthday.